So Mark, Pierson, what would you say are the biggest challenges that UK retailers are facing today?
We speak to a number of retailers all the time, and there are a number of common themes which come through. These days, of course, it's compounded by the fact that you're having to compete with the pure play and the online operators. So innovation comes very much to the fore with this whole digital transformation message. And really, we're looking at a number of different organisations that are lost today as to how they progress.
Digital transformation is still a key aspect for all retailers, to be honest. They're not there yet, and they've still got a long way to go.
The digital element, the innovation element is something they're not used to, and they're looking for partners to do that.
Stock holding, having stock in the right place. I think digital has helped retailers because obviously the consumer is able to order and place where they'd like that stock to be located. But that's still an ongoing challenge as well, right? Typically, the retailer has too much stock, and more often than not, it's in the wrong place. So how do you ensure it's in the right place to meet that demand?
And again, the high street today has changed in as much as with excess inventory, you're now having to find ways of removing that inventory, and that means you're lowering your full price sell-through opportunity. As a result of that, you've got discounts. It's the number of times you walk down the high street today, and what was a traditional model in the past of having maybe 2 or 3 sales a year, New Year sales, summer sales, and maybe a flash. These days it's constant. Everybody is discounting, and there are sale signs in the window because of that very purpose. The excess inventory has to go somewhere, and the way to get rid of it is to reduce the cost of it. So not only is full price sell-through suffering, but obviously margins are then suffering at the same time. So you've got a double whammy in that respect, and it's just another reel which retailers are having to contend with.
I think sometimes retailers are trying to meet expectations that are just not realistic. So, do you need to be able to offer every customer, click and collect within 1 hour or within 1 minute placing that order? And maybe that's not always the right approach. So I think you need to look at each of the, your customers and customer types, and about what type of service and response you want to give them. Too many retailers, if you're not careful, you sort of follow what you think the trend is, and just because one retailer can offer it in 1 hour, then you need to follow that. Well, actually, is that right for your business?
And even the whole reacting to pure play or online e-commerce through old retail has its disadvantages to start with. It's just technology, but there's a cultural aspect as well. Those kinds of challenges are not new because, as you say, e-commerce hasn't been around that long, and yet they're not well grasped, and they're still certainly not well executed against, that's for sure.